Qatar is having a national vision aimed to be completed by 2030, and it is aimed to be an advanced society capable of sustaining its development and providing a high standard of living for all of its people. Qatar's national vision plan is divided into four pillars: human development, social development, economic development, and environmental development. The pillar I'll be focusing on is human development. In the past, one of the most important jobs was pearl diving. They went to dive to get the pearls and they sold it for money. They were lucky if they got back alive. Most of them died and left their families alone. Qatar in the past had a lot of schools. The boys and girls were separated. All schools were public and they were all Arabic because there were barely or no expats at all. With the money that they earned, they provided shelter for their families to keep them safe.
Schools in the old days were based on a lot of memorizing and a lot of homework at home. Teachers were then tough and very strict, and they used to always expect us to rely on our memory more than understanding and practicing. Unlike today's schools, which is based on research, experimenting, and presentation.
Not until the discovery of oil did Qatar modernize. After the discovery of oil, they earned a lot of money to become the world's richest country. Qatar is spending a lot of money on health and the future of Qatar and how they survive the future if they didn't have enough natural resources. In 1995, Sheikha Moza bint Nasser Al Masnad decided to build Education City, focusing on the human development of Qatar. She built around 6 schools and 9 universities, and they provide exceptional learning. Education City is also providing 6 research centers that are focusing on science, technology, medical, environmental, energy, and computing issues that will find new ways and new discoveries on these types of topics. Qatar now also hosts National Sports Day due to the high rate of obesity in Qatar each year. Qatar is having a major vision plan to be completed by 2030. New projects and ideas for 2030 continue to grow each day.
The education, I think, in 2030, the education system will be more advanced. It will always advance, and it will be more based on experiments and research. Also, it will rely more heavily on advanced technologies and, of course, in sharing the knowledge worldwide between the countries and between the schools across the borders with the international universities and schools.
Human development is a major part of this national vision for 2030. We are expecting to have advanced educational and health systems, increase the participation of Qataris in the labor force and not rely on expat workers, and to attract qualified expat workers in all fields to achieve all goals, and to have world-class healthcare and improve health and legal life accessible to the entire population, and last, understanding of moral, ethical, traditional and cultural heritage.
Actually, we'll always rely on both of them, Qataris and expats. Qatar population is small, but with time it is growing. And as the demand for working community and the worldwide experience will never cease, as we always need to have the experience from abroad. There will be always the expat workers, just like the local workers. And it may reduce a little bit because of the growth in the local population and better education and experience of the locals. But in Qatar, we will never be without an expat community and workers, because there will always be the demand for more people, more experiences.
Discovery of oil and other natural resources has impacted human development in a positive way. Since we have discovered oil, we earned a lot of money, giving us more opportunities to give Qatar a more developed new concept, more of a possibility for a national vision. None of this would have happened without the discovery of oil, because we would have been in debt just like we were several years ago. The oil provided us a lot of money to make us the richest country, paying off debts and making this country a special country. Also, we didn't have enough money for research, finding ways for a healthy lifestyle and longer life. As said in the interview, schools in the past relied on memorization, and now in the future we are expecting more advanced technology to enter our education systems. Without natural resources, we will most likely be paying taxes and everything, because we wouldn't have as much. So we should thank oil so much. Spect amazing.